Did the wind get the ball last minute, or I guess I don't?
Yeah, I haven't talked to him about it, so I don't really know what happened either. But you've got one of two options. You have to either catch the ball, or you have to call everybody off and get everybody out of the way. So obviously that was a big mistake. And then the other one, once you start back, I do think it's a little bit harder when you're not aligned on like the 10-yard line. I think I don't know where he was aligned pre-snap, Jaden Reed, if he was at like the 20, and then you start going backwards. I think he just obviously lost track of where he was, because, I mean, that's a no-brainer. You let that ball go when you get too far inside that 10-yard line. So obviously two big mistakes that we have got to get corrected.
Was that as creative as athlete have been this year? Because you blitz, but a lot of times they were blitzing guys, but still rushing more. Yeah,
a lot of we call replacement fire zones. He did a nice job of mixing up the coverage behind those pressures. And I mean, we had multiple times we had free runners at the quarterback. I do think we need to finish a little bit better in some of those situations where, and you got to give CJ a lot of credit. He's a really good quarterback. He's strong. He's athletic. And he was able to get out of some of those sacks. But to be able to put the kind of pressure on him certainly had a huge impact on the game. I thought our defense, for the most part, there were a couple plays where Mixon got loose on us, and then there was one play where we didn't carry the special, the deep over route. That was an explosive play, but I thought for the most part our defense played as well as they've had all season long.
Matt, it's been a journey with your team situation since the start of last year. What's going through your mind as you walk this guy?
Well, there was a lot going on through my mind, but it was more or less just, I think anytime, it was unfortunate, I would say in the moment, that we had to be in that situation. I think a lot of times when you're just Rolodexing all the mistakes that you made or miss-ops to kind of put yourself in that position. So never want to put somebody in that position, but I mean, shoot, a lot of these games are going to go down to a last-second field goal. You saw it in the Detroit-Minnesota game as well. Tired there, Jason?
No.
Am I boring you? Okay. But yeah, it's just, we're fortunate that he's been in those situations before. So I know somebody was standing next to Byron, and Byron's like, yeah, no problem. He's gonna make it. So I think we had a lot of confidence in him.
I don't know if this is connected to that, but when you go into a game, I'm assuming it's like calling Sergeant Jordan in his passing games, that's Sean Glass. When you have a running back like Josh, who the more carries he gets, the more breaks he gets, the more he might get put off. What's the balance of kind of incorporating that as well? You have a big quarterback that you
Yeah, I mean, for us, it always starts with really the run game. But it's when you think about this league, when you factor in 2-minute and third down, predominantly you're going to be in pass situations. In order to get more runs called, you have got to keep the sticks moving. You've got to convert third down and get first downs, and it's hard to get a run game going when you have 5 3-and-outs. And then we had another drive where it's one play interception. And I think the first drive of the game, I think there was a 4-play drive, and we throw a pick. And so I just never felt like we got into a very good rhythm offensively. And so it's hard to give him the amount of carries that you'd love to give him. I think when you look at it, I would say this is probably true for most teams in football, especially in this league. If you're getting 30 rushes in a game, it's probably going to go your way more times than not.
Do you have a target for him each week that you want to get him in terms of carries?
Not necessarily. I think it just depends on the flow of the game. But ideally, in a perfect world for me, I'd love to get him 20-plus touches some way, usually that means we're in more of those rundown situations where you have the luxury to do that.